Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has commended the public health workforce across the country for their outstanding performance since February 2020, when the country reported its first index case of coronavirus. Osinbajo, who gave the commendation on Friday during an assessment tour of the National Reference Laboratory of the Nigerian Center for Disease Control (NCDC), assured Nigerians that government plans to construct a new reference laboratory in the country.
It's the first time Nigeria's Vice President Yemi Osinbajo is visiting the National Reference Laboratory of the Nigerian Center for Disease Control (NCDC). He is here to have a first-hand experience of what health workers are doing in response to the Covid-19 pandemic and other infectious diseases. Led by the NCDC DG Chikwe Kwazu, the Vice President, clad in a protective gear, visited the center's molecular laboratory, HIV mega laboratory, biorepository, biomedical engineering workshop, and other critical areas of the laboratory. Done with the tour of the facility, the Vice President met with senior management staff of the center and commended them and other health workers across the country for their commitment to the fight against COVID-19.
Your work has literally meant the difference between life and death for hundreds of Nigerians. And it's fair to say that the staff of the NCDC and all of those engaged in Nigeria's COVID-19 public health response represent public service at its very best.
The NCDC management team tabled before the Vice President some of the challenges faced by the center and wants government to address them.
The process of activation sounds simple, but it's actually an arduous task. Because for every new lab started, staff of NCDC have to travel to this new lab, make sure their work here is covered, spend 2 weeks in the new lab making sure they're mentored to do the right thing. This means that we are on the road a lot. In the last 1 year, sir, we lost a dear member of staff, Uche Njoko, on the way back from one of those missions.
We were supposed to have started the building of the new facility in April. That's been put off, but they're about to begin that whole process. So they're likely to get a much bigger facility. But the other challenges, such as funding and all of that, are challenges, of course, that we're addressing on an incremental basis. And I'm sure that we will be able to deal with all of those challenges.
The last 1 year, no doubt, has been very challenging for the nation's health sector due to the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Vice President, during his visit to the NCDC National Reference Laboratory here in Abuja, agreed strongly that there is need to invest more in the nation's health sector. Yemi Osinbajo, AIT News, Abuja.